In the fall of 2019, Lori and myself booked a Myanmar motorcycle tour. A few months later, around the end of January, the coronavirus started to gain traction and by mid-February had reached 60,000 cases. But virtually all cases were in China and the financial markets seemed to be shrugging it all off. So we left on February 13th and arrived on February 15th, time-warping Valentine's Day at the international dateline. This is Myanmar 2020. There's 9 people on our crew.
Hi, I'm Frank. I'm from Frankfurt in Germany and I ride a 1200 LC.
My name is Horst. I'm from Frankfurt, Germany and I ride a 1200 GS.
I'm Sylvia. I'm coming on the tour Myanmar and top of North Thailand and I come with this bike, a rental 750 GS.
I'm Simon Chuck from Hong Kong. Okay, my bike 1200 GS.
You don't remember me, Jim? I'm Micha from Germany. I'm gonna ride a 1200 GS too.
Jan is from Greece. I'm riding the 850.
I'm Brooke. I'm from Washington, D.C.
And you're riding what?
A GS 1200.
I'm Laurie McIntyre and I'm riding Nicole. I think Nicole is the one that Jim stuck in the crack in the road last year.
This is my bike, 800 GS. All the bikes have names on them, and mine is Beyonce. I always wonder what it'd be like to ride Beyonce.
We have a couple of practical things to do. We will bomb and comb and PT. We have Noi there and Po is running somewhere. This is our team. PT and Kung will join us on the tour. PT is the tour guide and Kung is the mechanical wizard.
My credit card is declined and I have to get a hold of them. Unfortunately, Laurie had his credit card declined as well, but he was able to get a hold of his credit card guys, and then I finally got a hold of mine to get it fixed. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Here's basically our route, what we're going to do. It's the Myanmar route in red. That's the Myanmar trip. So northern Thailand into Myanmar, all the way around. And that's where we're going. There's a cacophony of noises coming out of the Marnandi Hotel early in the morning, and they read the daily news, it seems, over loudspeakers across the river. This is day 1 of the actual ride. Here we are. Everybody's lined up and getting ready to go. Our first set of curves, we got the fast group in the front and the slow group in the back, naturally. But we came down here and it was a beautiful thing. Lots of little challenging spots, really good pace for the first day. We're waiting for the other group to show up right now, and I'm very anxious to see what Brooke has to say about these corners.
I got distracted.
Yeah.
I was looking at the group.
Yeah.
And I wasn't paying attention to crossing oncoming traffic.
What did you think of the road?
I loved it. It was absolutely amazing.
What about that time you drove right off the road into the other lane?
That's because the bike bottomed out on the corner.
Oh. What did you think of that road, Simon?
Excellent.
Try how dry they are already, and as you might see, they are quite dry.
Here's some of the crew at the White Temple. You don't want to step off the walkway here. Looks like Sylvie's getting lucky. Here we are at Chiang Rai, the end of the day, day 1. A little bit of drama, a couple of minor little scrapes, but generally speaking, everybody's safe and sound. And the very famous Golden Triangle, truly a triangle. On the other side over here, Laos, which is being fueled by Chinese capital, building casinos and resorts and everything else. Huge money expenditures going on there. Very little in the way of tourism here, not because it's not a tourist spot, but because the coronavirus has basically canceled tourist season in northern Thailand. Here we are at the Myanmar-Thai border. Myanmar immigration. Okay, it's a lineup. Everybody stands and looks around and hangs around and stamps and jumps up and down and does some special voodoo, and then we're through. This is the checkpoint that is sort of outside of what's called the freeze zone between Myanmar and Thailand. People can relatively freely back and forth. $100 equals 145,000 Kibat. So I'm, I certainly got $1 million worth of money here. This is our first lunch in Myanmar, right across the border. Don't know what we're going to be eating here. So we've got the truck with, we've got the guide, we've got 2 support guys, and then when we come into Myanmar, we've got another 3 people. So there's like 6 people looking after the 9 of us. That's a complicated proposition, and thank God for that, because there's a whole stack of paperwork and currency exchanges and all kinds of weird stuff that you have to deal with. And if you're trying to do that all on your own, it would be a major pain in the ass. Day 2, again, in Myanmar, we got on this river road, and it's a wonderful, wonderful road of sweeping twisties, little tight curves, a little bit of gravel here and there, lots of big trucks. Well, not lots of big trucks, but some big trucks. Give you, you got to pay attention. Good road, excellent road. Okay, so end of day 2. Excellent riding road, all different kinds of things, long river road, excellent. We arrive at the hotel, and there's no beer. This is oversight of the highest degree. Somebody will be paying for this. Wow.
Yeah, right.
With the one van in front of us, that limits the speed of our travel.
No, they will not be in front. They will be in the beginning of the caravan. We will overtake them.
So here we are at the top of a really, really snaky canyon. Sand on the corners, make it a little bit slippery.
Broken cars.
We're the front crew. We're waiting for the back crew. Okay, lunchtime. Day 3, I think. We're halfway through the longest day of the trip. It has been challenging riding, good fun riding, but challenging. Nothing simple about this. The entire road, as you can see, is done by hand labor.
What did you see, Jeff? What did you see?
It's unbelievable. If you think you've got a hard job, take a look at that.
Yeah.
That's hard work. Rock by rock, all done by hand, back-breaking labor.
Bad time.
Yeah. Yanis, I guess he's hit some gravel and down he went, and unfortunately he hit somebody. He hit a young girl.
And then the fixer came by, and they tried to help the lady out and brought her into one of the buildings, and they said no, and they put her back in the van and said they're going to the hospital.
Time to gas up. We got a little bit of different kind of gas operation here, but it seems to work. The hard rock has gone to Myanmar. It's looking a little worse for wear, but we're stopping here anyways. This food is excellent. I'm pleasantly surprised by the dishes here. Very tasty. Sleight of hand in the Myanmar way. Well, that's some pretty slick mud, I'll tell you. Really slippery mud. Totally unexpected. Just boom, down, just like that. Okay. This stuff you have to ride on it to believe how slippery it is. It's unbelievable. So your camera, it looks like your camera got a little bit of mud on it there.
You booked an adventure?
Yeah.
You got one.
Yeah. This is the kind of stuff that is really sort of unexpected, and wow, slick, slick, slick. No damage though. At the end of day 3, it was a 12-hour day, the longest I've been on a motorcycle in 40 years. And it was one hell of a day, let me tell you. Roads, every kind of challenging stuff on the roads, lots of drama, bikes going down in mud pits, wipeouts. One guy fell over on some gravel, some loose gravel, and knocked over one of the road working girls who had to go to the hospital and get x-rays and everything else. And we never arrived until night, and the drivers here drive with no lights on at night. It was just one hell of a day.
So, day number 4. Today is a little bit shorter than yesterday. Yeah. And easier also. It's an easier ride.
Okay, end of day 4. Short ride, although it was long enough because ultimately it's all about butt time and how long you can sit in the seat. And that was about it, about 3.5 hours, and that'll do. Here, we're inside the, I think it's the Novotel here on the lake. You can see the lake is way out there. And so we're off to lunch. The restaurant that we're going to is floating out in the lake somewhere. Another fantastic spread at lunch. The quality of the food here is outstanding. It is really good food. This big long canal that goes off there, this is like the Venice of Myanmar. Day 5. This is the Novotel behind us. We're about to leave. Just getting our morning briefing. Everybody had a good sleep last night, except for Simon. Simon had a bit of the bottom end issue, so he didn't come with us for dinner last night. There was, I think we'll have some footage of this spontaneous fire that erupted right outside the restaurant that we were at. And scary. Yeah, it's come racing up the hill and then just burnt itself out and it was gone. Quite interesting. Anyway, we're off today for another 350-kilometer ride. long, but hopefully much better roads than in the past. After some...
Is this lunch or coffee?
Oh, maybe it's coffee. Pardon me. It's not lunch, it's coffee. And as you can see, we're at the Bagan Saya Sanctuary Resort. Here's the pool at our resort in Old Bagan. We'll be using this tomorrow for sure. It's 34 degrees here right now, and it's about 5 o'clock at night.
I've come from Korea over here. You know Korea?
Korea? No.
So here we are, Old Bagan, to watch the sunset over all of the stupas. Apparently, we're not the only people with this idea. No, thank you.
This town was the capital of first Myanmar Empire. Yeah, it's almost 1,000 years ago. In that time, it is said that there were 4,446 pagodas in 104 square kilometer area.
Oh, wait a minute. Very special. Coca-Cola. Because we need it for the Mandalay rum. Of course, it's a rum and coke, naturally. What's this? Oh. So this is our day off in Old Bagan. We're about to go on a tour, a bit of a 3-hour explanation of the cradle of Buddhism, which is what this is, or the cradle of Buddhism in Myanmar anyways. Some of us were up a little late last night. Some of us weren't, but here we are at 9 o'clock in the morning about to take off. But this is the original pagoda. It was built in 2 stages, the bottom part and then the top part. The gold color is actually gold leaf. The entire thing is got gold leaf on it.
We ring the bell, and we didn't do it continuously. Only when the sound is going to disappear, we ring the bell again. We wait and wait and wait. Yeah, this is how we share the good deeds to the world. Yeah. Everyone who needs the good deed can say, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Notice that the standing Buddha has a smile on her face. Now notice the other one that does not have a smile on her face. It's the same one. It's just viewed at from a different perspective. And it was done that way as an intentional insult by the sculptors toward the king of that time. It's a scorcher out here today, I'll tell you that. We did our tour of the ruins, went through all of that, going for a massage, to try and get this kink out of my back and knee. And then that pool back there, that'll be coming right after that. Day 7, leaving Bagan. Note this. So up 10 times last night. Now I've got the raw anus. Everybody else seems to be having a pretty good lunch here. Had lunch on day 7. And I, on the other hand, could eat 4 cubes of papaya. That's it. And I had a double bottle of water on my head to cool me down and just heat it up like crazy. And I'm not feeling good at all. 3 more hours to go.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm willing to bet you there's not a whole lot of our local girls that could fix a sugarcane press and a motor and everything else. That's right, come on. Okay, so we're coming down to the end of day 7, and apparently we've missed some checkpoint somewhere. So we got to wait for a tune to show up and get us the clearance. Lori and I are going to take a hard ride along here somewhere and get us cut an hour off the remainder of the trip. Got to get to the pool.
Have you ever in your life seen an 18-lane highway?
So this is your after dinner candy. Seems to be either candied fruit or just sugar. Well, is it?
That's great.
So here we are at the, what is this called? The Eternal Fantastic Hotel?
Eternity. Nirvana. We are in Nirvana.
So it's easy to get 4 or 5 beer, but then everybody disappears and there's no more beer.
There is a fridge over there.
A fridge?
And it's self-service.
Well, self-service.
Yes.
Hey, Buddha. A couple of our guys, the 2 guys, Yanis and Simon, been gone for over an hour and a half, and they're lost, and we don't know where they are. They finally showed up. I thought the Greeks were supposed to be great explorers.
We are.
To go up to the Golden Rock, we meet here at 6 o'clock. Leaves
I want to go.
from here. When we enter back into Thailand, we lose half an hour.
Yanis is going to have a big problem with that. I mean,
Should be at the border between 4 and 5 o'clock.
All of us. PM, not AM.
Yeah, we're supposed to be leaving at 9. It's,
Here comes
it's
2 of them.
now just after 9, and
Good morning.
our compatriots are just showing up right now. The big golden rock, Lucia. What do you think about that thing?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Fantastic?
It's big and it was gold, But the ride there was like, roller coaster, Disneyland shit. Fucking hell, huh?
So, how many people were on the bus?
About 50 to 60.
So, day 9. This is the day that we go. We leave from there, and we're going to Mae Sot in Thailand. And this last section of the road here supposedly has got a bit of grief for us there.
Lago Sabuja.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
It's nothing. It's fucking nothing.
I love Myanmar.
That was some serious bumpy stuff. There was one place there I couldn't see 5 feet in front of me. And you're just hoping for the best, and then the big truck comes out of the mist toward you. But we all made it. We're all here safe and sound. Can you imagine bicycling through that dust? Good Lord. Day 10. We're just about to take off now, and it's heavily overcast with smoke. And I don't know whether these are crop fires or whether these are just natural fires. I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of smoke in the air. But now it's just long sweepers. 400K ride today, but long sweepers. It'll be an enjoyable ride after what you saw yesterday. Here we are at the Fern Resort.
Yeah, we did.
Many of us have been here before.
Okay.
We have mixed experiences. In any case, we're all here. Rubber side down. Day 10, only 2 days left. Poolside at the Fern Resort. We can barely see the sun as it's going down over there. That is a combination of dust and smoke. So these are refugee children, and this is a sort of charitable school. Good ride for you, Misha?
Plenty of corners and up and down for today.
Yeah. How many rings have you got?
Yeah.
Many? Huh? And this is actually the beginning of the Mae Hong Son Loop right here. And behind me, as you will see, I think, anyways, there's the sign. 1,864 curves over a course of about 95 kilometers. So we got some serious riding ahead of us. And we're in Pai. That was the second last day of the trip. We're on the Mae Hong Son Loop. Everybody arrived safe and sound. No drama. Everything is wonderful. Very peaceful here. Day 12. Final day, riding from Pai to Chiang Mai. This is the last day for the group. And so far so good.
Come on. I'll go with you.
No, I'm not scared of them. They're big stinky things. I don't care to get
Come here,
closer
Horse.
to them than they are.
Hold your hand up in the air and say bow, and then put it right in this one.
In the mouth?
Yeah. You want me to show you? Say bow.
Now, yep.
This water at this geyser, we saw this last year. This stuff is stinking hot. Okay, so here we are, back, safe and sound. Rubber side down all the way around, no drama. Wonderful trip. Going to give Sylvie the best rider of the bunch here. Fantastic line, great rider. As a matter of fact, all the riders here were good, with the exception of that Greek guy over there. I don't know about him. Okay, so anyways, wonderful trip. Thank you all. While we were gone, the world changed dramatically. Factories, businesses, sports events, and schools were closed as financial markets plunged. But I find myself thinking about her.